Greetings, everyone. History of English Literature, a study guide. Middle English period, 1066 to 1350, page 12. Question 34. What was the duration of Anglo-Norman period? Answer. The duration of Anglo-Norman period was 1066 to 1350. Question 35. Who were the Normans? The Normans were originally a hardy race of sea rovers inhabiting Scandinavia. Question 36. How did the Anglo-Norman period start? Answer. Anglo-Norman period started when the English throne defeated by William, Duke of Normandy at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Question 37. Who brought Roman civilization to the English people? Normans brought Roman culture and practical ideals of Roman civilization to the English people. Who established centralized government in England? Answer. Normans established strong centralized government instead of the loose authority of a Saxon chief over his tribesmen. Question 39. What was the spoken language of upper class people, courts, schools, and literature during Anglo-Norman period? Answer. After 3 centuries of Battle of Hastings, French was the language of upper class people, of courts, schools, and literature during Anglo-Norman period in England. Page 13. Question 40. What was the language of official documents? Latin was the language of official documents. How does the word Norman originate? The word Norman originates from Normandy, a province of France. The Duke of Normandy defeated the Herald at the Battle of Hastings. Question 42. Which poem in the Middle English period extols the virtues of the ideal knight? In which dialect is it composed? Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is a courtly romance that extols the knightly virtues of courage and truth. The poem was written in Northwest Midland dialect. 43. Name 2 of the major Middle English dialects. 2 of the major Middle English dialects are Northern dialect and East Midland dialect. Question 44. Who translated Monmouth's History of the Kings of Britain into Anglo-Norman? Who then translated this work into English? Answer. Monmouth's History of the Kings of Britain was translated into Anglo-Norman by Weiss in his Roman de Brut. Layamon translated it into English for his fellow men. Question 45. Name the poem written by Orm. When was it written? Answer. Orm wrote Ormulum c. 1200. It was written in the Anglo-Norman period. 46. Mention the 4 alliterative poems found in a single manuscript. Answer. 4 alliterative poems written in Middle English and found in a single manuscript preserved in the British Museum are Pearl, Purity, Patience, and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Question 47. Name 2 medieval romances belonging to the matter of England. Answer. The medieval romances dealing with English history is Havelock, the Dane. Another is King Horn. Question 48. Which group of Middle English romances is called Matter of Britain? Answer. Matter of Britain relates to the group of romances of King Arthur and his Round Table, Sir Tristan, Arthur and Merlin. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight are the finest of this group. Question 49. Name medieval romances belonging to the matter of Rome. Answer. The romances dealing with the matter of Rome include the deeds of Alexander, the siege of Troy, the story of Thebes, and the other legend found in Virgil and Ovid. Question 50. Name the Middle English prose written to guide 3 anchoresses. Answer. Ancrene, Riule, and Bishop Pore was written to guide 3 noble ladies who had become anchoresses. Question 51. Which Middle English prose work compiles the main body of Arthurian legends? Who is the author? The main body of Arthurian legends in prose was compiled in the manuscript Historia Regum Britanniae, and the author was Geoffrey of Monmouth. Question 52. Name the alliterative poem which strongly criticizes church and society of Anglo-Norman period. Answer. Langland's Piers Plowman is the alliterative poem that describes strongly the church and the society of Anglo-Norman period. Question 53. Name any 2 religious compositions in Middle English. 2 religious compositions in Middle English are Cursor Mundi, a poem, and Acrini Riule, a prose work. Question 54. What is Black Death? Black Death is one of the most subversive pandemics in human history, resulting in deaths of an estimated 75 to 200 million people, peaking in Europe in the years 1346 to 53. Question 55. What kind of literary works were for the common people of Anglo-Norman period? Common people could not read and had only a few songs and ballads for their literary portion. 56. Name the most popular ballads of Anglo-Norman period. Geste of Robin Hood was the most popular ballads of Anglo-Norman period. Question 57. What were the famous lyric poems of ME period? Answer. The famous lyric poems of ME period were the Love Run, Love Rune or Letter of Thomas D. Hales at c. 1250, Springtime in c. 1300, Lenten in spring, and Alison, etc. Thank you.